What I hope to hear from the President tonight is an emphasis on things that we can agree on, things that give us a chance to actually advance the agenda of the American people. I think any president in this situation has a choice. He can sort of act like he's still running for office, or he can focus on the things that we have a chance to reach an agreement on. Obviously, that's what I hope we'll hear tonight, is a speech that brings us together and doesn't push us apart.
It wasn't just about electing a Republican majority. It was also about the American people saying, we want you guys to get together and get some things done. One great opportunity is expanding exports. American workers, American farmers are now at a disadvantage because other countries are opening up markets for their workers and their farmers, and we're not doing it. The President has concluded no trade negotiations in this administration because he hasn't had the authority to do it. He's talked about wanting that authority. Many of us on the Republican side would like to help to give him that authority and to give the American people and the American workers and farmers and service providers that authority, because that will open up markets so that they can compete on a level playing field with 95% of the consumers who are outside of our borders. So let's hope the President talks about that tonight and does more than just talk about it, but this time actually goes to his caucus, goes to the Democrats, talks about the importance of this to get this economy truly moving, where people aren't left behind, where wages can be rising. Export jobs pay more. They have better benefits. It's a great example of what we could do together.
I think a way to get West Virginians back to work and Americans back to work is a good transportation bill. That's always been a bipartisan effort on both sides of the aisle, on both sides of the Capitol. And that's a place where a state like West Virginia, it's Transportation Day in West Virginia, they're looking for us to work together. So I hope the tone that the President strikes today is one of finding common ground, common sense, doable items where we can show that gentleman I saw this morning at the airport and a lot of others all across the country that it's not business as usual.
Looking at the rollout of what he's likely to talk about tonight, speaking of warmed over proposals, it all looks like the same old tax and spend that the President's been advocating for the last 6 years. Hopefully that's just rhetoric. He knows we're not likely to pass these kinds of measures, and we'll still look for things that we can actually agree on to try to make some progress here. I had hoped what he would emphasize tonight, rather than another tax increase, was tax reform, something I thought we had the potential for some kind of agreement on. We've had a number of discussions privately and actually back and forth publicly about the need to address comprehensive tax reform. That's not what I gather he's going to talk about tonight, or at least not what they've chosen to highlight in advance of tonight. Comprehensive tax reform is an area we might actually be able to make some progress on, but another income redistribution effort, another tax increase obviously is not what we had in mind.